and I just let the day get past me. Hi guys, this is Connie. Tuning in for a late night of Connie Reads Max the Mighty. We are on chapter 21, What the Owl Knows. Now that Chivalry turns out to be this falling down old place where nobody normal would ever live, I'm starting to think maybe Worm's father is going to turn out to be even weirder than she is. He's probably some old hermit with a long white beard, or one of those guys who walk around in camouflage gear talking to themselves about what happened in the war. Okay, so maybe finding Worm's real dad won't solve everything, but at least I won't be the only one looking out for her. And even if my brain doesn't think so, I'm hoping he can help clear it up with the police and make it so everybody doesn't think I'm a kidnapper, or worse. You're sure this is the right place? I asked as the train rolls through the little town. Worm nods. She hasn't said a word since we came out of the tunnel, and she's not reading her book either. Her eyes have this look that's either scared or excited, maybe both. The old train station is built right up against the side of the mountain. It's all boarded up with plywood covering the doors and windows, which doesn't do much good because part of the roof has caved in. Near the train station, I notice a faded sign that says, Chivalry Mining Corporation. We're digging for the future. I doubt this is the future they had in mind, with everybody gone and the whole town falling down. From the look of everything, they must have run out of stuff to mine, and that's why nobody is around. All of a sudden, the train motor stops, and you can feel the way everything goes quiet, or dead quiet. We better get out of here, I say, because sooner or later, those railroad guys are going to check the boxcars, and never mind what my stupid brain says, I'm not ready to get caught yet. Worm helps me load up with apples and cheese and the other food Joe left behind. You know where your father lives? I asked. Worm shakes her head no. But you're sure he's here? I ask. I'm sure, she says, but her voice sounds so small, it's like she swallowed something the wrong way. We slip away from the boxcar without being seen and skid down this gravel embankment until we're out of sight of the train. Worm stays close to me while I check out the old buildings, looking for a good place to hide until we can find her real father, or until he finds us. I'm kind of spooked because it feels like something is watching us from inside the ratty old buildings. Like the empty windows are really eyes, and the sound of a broken door slamming in the wind is driving me nuts. Come on, I say, and we head straight for the banging door. It's on the backside of this boarded-up building that has great clipboards peeling off a saggy old front porch that faces the dirt street. Oh, clapboards. The first step through that busted door almost breaks my leg. Wham! My foot goes through the floorboards and I fall sideways. The air gets whooped out of me so bad I can't say anything. I just have to lie there and wheeze for a while. Worm asks me 4 or 5 times if I'm okay, which I am once my breath comes back. The place is pretty dim, except where beams of sunlight come through the boarded-up windows and the holes in the roof. The inside is basically one room with a few broken chairs and a tipped-over table with 3 legs. There's a big wooden counter along one wall that looks kind of familiar. Then it comes to me. I bet this used to be an Old West saloon, I tell Worm. Only it was probably miners instead of cowboys. The only thing is, it looks a whole lot crummier than the neat old saloons you see in the movies, where Maverick and his buddies are sitting around playing cards and acting cool. You couldn't act cool in this place no matter what you did. How would your dad know you're here? I ask. He'll know, she says, like that's final. End of discussion. I'm feeling my way along in case there's any more soft spots in the floor. The more I look, the more junk I see. Empty bottles, cracked mugs, a box of candles, a broken mirror in a fancy frame, an old tin of wooden matches. Worm has her head cocked to one side, listening hard. Can you hear them? She whispers. Hear who? All the people who went away. It sounds like they're whispering. It's only the wind, I say. I hear something, she insists. I go, it's just your imagination. That makes her frown at me, but she does shut up about the whispering ghosts. Probably this whole town has been checked out and everything valuable got swiped. But you never know what might get missed, so I'm poking around behind the old wooden bar when suddenly I feel somebody watching me. I turn around real careful and slow. Eyes! Right in front of me, close enough to touch. These big yellow eyes are looking at me. Real eyes. Eyes that are alive inside. The eyes blink, and I can't breathe or talk or scream out how scared I am. Below the staring eyes is this strange, sharp, curved nose. Then I realize it isn't a nose, exactly. It's a beak. Owl. I'm staring at an owl. A great big brown and white owl. And he's looking at me like he could care less. It comes to me so sudden that I fall back on my heels and sort of tip over backward. Thump. The noise startles the owl from his perch under the bar, and he opens his beak and goes, "Hoo!" He unfolds these huge wings and launches himself up in the air and takes off. "Hoo!" he goes. "Hoo! Hoo!" The big owl flaps around the inside of the ratty old saloon, and his wings make a wispy sound like whoosh, whoosh. The worm never screams. Not once. She just stands there and watches, her eyes almost as big around as the owl's. After I get over being scared to death, the big old owl starts to look sort of beautiful. It's amazing how it swoops so calm and cool around the room, wings never quite touching the walls. It doesn't look like a normal bird. It looks more human, because both eyes are in front. It makes you understand why they say owls are wise. Man, this bird looks like it knows everything. How old the earth is, why the sky is blue, where you hid your favorite comic book. Everything. The owl goes, "Hoo!" and swoops up into the wrecked part of the roof, and then he's gone. Wow, I say, and let out the breath I've been holding. I look over to see Worm staring up at where the owl found a way out to the sky. She's got this secret look on her face, like somehow she knows what the owl knows. And that's the end of chapter 21. We'll tune in next time for Connie Reed's chapter 22 of Max the Mighty. Be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you.